back to Steam Powered Classroom's book review vlog series. Now I'm spending some time in my public library to more effectively share some of my favorite books with you. I've pulled all these fantastic titles. These are all of my favorites generally from the nonfiction section. And today I'm going to share some math titles with you. And I'm going to start out with this fantastic DVD called The Story of Math, produced by Athena. And love the way this is crossing over from math to history. It does an excellent job of following the historical timeline and talking about mathematicians in different cultures and what things they discovered during their lifetimes, why they were important, and oftentimes tragically, but in a very fascinating way, how many of them went insane. So it's very entertaining, very informative. It ties in with history, and it makes you connect to the math that you're doing right here and right now. So I would recommend that one. The next two are PBS titles. This one's called Fractals, Hunting the Hidden Dimension. And again, the thing I like about all of these DVDs is that they have really high entertainment value. Fractals are fascinating. They're amazing to learn about, to observe, and to create, and you know, just can't get enough of that. And these types of activities are often left out of the math textbooks. We don't get to really explore the patterns and magic that math really is. And this DVD kind of helps you do that. And another title I'm going to share with you is also by PBS, called Between the Folds, The Science of Art, The Art of Science. And this documentary is all about origami. And if you ever thought that origami was just about paper cranes, this documentary will forever dissuade you of that idea. You know, origami is used in everything from our airbags in our car to spaceships and getting things up into space. There's so many ways that we use origami in technology and science and art, and this DVD, again, it just takes you through that magical land of math and helps you see it in a new way and see the relevance of origami. And I bet your kids are going to want to fold some paper of their own after that. Going back to Fractals, we have this book also that can tie into the DVD I just shared with you. This one's called Mysterious Patterns, Finding Fractals in Nature by Sarah Campbell. And Sarah Campbell has two books. I'm about to show you another one as well. And I like these books because they are very nicely illustrated and they help you observe math in nature. And this is going to be a great bouncing off point for your kids to learn about fractals and patterns in math and to get outside and to really enjoy their world in a new way. And so the next one I was going to share with you is also by Sarah Campbell, Growing Patterns, Fibonacci Numbers in Nature. And you know, Fibonacci is another really fascinating pattern that happens in nature, and you're going to want to go out and you're going to want to find these sunflowers and bring home pine cones and other flowers and discover those patterns for yourself. Vi Hart also has a wonderful YouTube series where she talks about Fibonacci too and how you find Fibonacci patterns. So this would be, yeah, it's just fun. Good stuff. Brings the fun back in math. And since you're on the Fibonacci topic, how about checking out this picture book biography called Blockhead, The Life of Fibonacci by Joseph Dagnes. I love picture book biographies. It's a great introduction to all sorts of important historical characters, people, and this is for any age. I would give this to a teenager even, because it's entertaining and it gives you a quick snapshot of who that person is. But certainly you can give it to a younger elementary student as well. Since we're in the picture book land, actually I'm going to show you this one instead. This one, sticking with the picture book biographies, Of Numbers and Stars, The Story of Hypatia by Anne Love. And you know, sometimes we forget that there were women mathematicians as well before our age today. And she's from ancient Egypt, a very important mathematician, and it's really nice for the girls in the classroom to see their faces on some of these amazing people as well. So check that out. And then we're going to go with Fractions in Disguise, a math adventure by Edward Einhorn. And more I'm seeing titles like this that combine narrative with math. This is a math adventure, so it's a story with quirky characters. Oops, something fell out there. With quirky characters, an adventure, a story. You've got a lot of humor in there, and of course you have fractions, and he solves his adventure using fractions. So you're having that math lesson as well. And then last, but certainly not least, is one of my favorites called What's Your Angle, Pythagoras, a math adventure by Julie Ellis. And this is another picture book biography, but it's also his story, a kind of fictionalized account, because we can't really know, but about how Pythagoras came up with his theorem. And one of the things that I like most about this book is you really see visually how why the Pythagorean theorem works, and how he came up with it. And here, right here, this illustration right there shows you why a squared plus b squared, in fact, equals c squared. And once kids see that image, it can really stick with them for the long run. So, recommend that one as well. Okay, thanks a lot for joining me, and I'll see you next week with more fun math titles.